Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Roots of Dread update for Dead by Daylight, going for the Adept Dredge achievement. This is going to be done from the killer side. It is to get a merciless killer rating as the Dredge. Make sure you pick it up from the DLC pack or from the in-game store. You also need to make sure you get it to a minimum of level 10 to open up 3 free perk slots. The perks you want to run are going to be Dissolution. Then you're going to want Darkness Revealed, and the third and final one is going to be Septic Touch. Make sure you leave the fourth empty if you have that available to you, and you can do whatever you want for add-ons or offerings. Make sure you get into the game, and the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you take advantage of the Dredge's second perk, which is going to be Darkness Revealed. Locate whatever locker is going to be closest to you, and make sure you open it, and the perk is going to basically reveal the aura of any survivors who are going to be near a locker. So then what you can do is you can take advantage of the Dredge's special ability, hold left trigger to charge up your teleport, and then you can teleport to any locker on the map. And that should allow you to not only figure out where the survivors are at the start of the game, but you should be able to teleport to close the distance and get an early jump on them and then punish accordingly. So the Dredge's gameplay is mostly going to revolve around this teleportation ability. It's going to combine the usefulness of Freddy Krueger's teleport with the speed of not having a cooldown that Sadako has. So make sure you spot out a locker, make sure you get the jump, and then you should be able to catch any survivor by surprise. This is going to be a great way of not only closing the distance to get far off survivors, but it's going to be a great way of cutting off loops, since you should be able to come out of the teleport super duper fast. So make sure you take advantage of this, and you should be able to wreck shop super duper easily to any unsuspecting survivors. That being said, the survivors are going to have a way of slowing you down by locking the lockers, which is going to slow down the time it takes to come out of a teleport. You should be able to remove these locks by just attacking them, and every locker is only going to be able to be locked once per game. So make sure you stay active on removing any locks whenever possible, especially on vulnerable areas such as killer shacks, where the survivors are going to loop you around frequently, and you can take advantage of the teleport to cut off their loops. Aside from its super overpowered teleport ability, the second part of the Dredge's special ability is going to be Nightfall. The way this is going to work is the ability is going to charge every time you damage or hook a survivor, as well as every time you use your actual teleport. And as soon as it charges up all the way, what's going to happen is the map is going to turn black and white. You should have an easier time of finding the survivors, since they're going to be outlined in this nice white glow. What's also going to happen is you're going to have the undetectable status condition, which is going to hide your terror radius as well as your red glow. And what's also going to happen is the survivors are going to have a harder time of seeing, since their vision is going to be impaired significantly. On top of all of that, your teleport is also going to be significantly faster, so make sure you do take advantage of that. So whenever Nightfall kicks in, make sure you use your vision to spot out those easy to find survivors thanks to that outline. Make sure you teleport over using your fast teleport, and make sure you give them a good chase. Because their vision is also going to be impaired significantly, you should be able to pressure them into really good spots where you should be able to punish accordingly. Take advantage of the Dredge's first perk here. Whenever you injure a survivor, about 3 seconds after injuring them, if they happen to rush vault a pallet, the pallet should automatically break. This is going to be super useful, especially as the game goes on longer and there are going to be a ton of downed pallets on the map. If you find yourself in a situation where the survivors are going to be giving you a ton of trouble through looping, you can pressure them towards these loops that have their pallets downed already, and if you happen to hit them in between loops, you should be able to pressure them into breaking the pallet, and you can punish accordingly as they are trying to scramble to the next loop. To round out the package, you are going to have Dredge's third and final perk, which is basically going to apply blindness to anyone who's going to be healing within your terror radius. So that's going to further add on to the stealthy gameplay of the Dredge. And of course, that's going to be doubly true whenever you are in Nightfall, as you are going to have the survivors have their vision impaired, as well as having the undetectable status on you. So just make sure you keep up with the two gameplay styles, and it's very easy to transition between the two. Use your teleports during the more aggressive parts, and make sure you take advantage of the more stealthy parts when you do have those favorable status conditions, and you should be able to wreck shop super duper easily with this killer. The only real things to keep in mind is make sure you do take advantage of your locker searching abilities. Don't forget you have it, as it is going to be super useful when trying to track people down, and make sure you do keep up with breaking those locks, so you should be able to have your fast teleports available to you at all times. And make sure you do keep up with your basic Dead by Daylight fundamentals. Make sure you're getting enough hits, downs, and hooks, and make sure you spread them to all 4 survivors, and hopefully you get enough on all 4 people, which should warrant enough points to all 4 of the major killer statistic categories, which should get you the Merciless. Of course, you can check how well you did by hitting right bumper on the results screen. Make sure you check which stats you can and can't improve on, and once you do manage that +2, you should be good for the achievement. 20 gamer score, and that's all there is to it.